Okay. Since what just happened, I have to come on after watching Triggered with Donald Trump Jr. with Lue Elizondo and Ross Coulthart. Everything is rolling out as Toby and I discussed, and I've been hinting, and I'm going to bring Toby on with me right now because we're just going to get to it. Let me just make sure my audio is good because I'm going to bring him on Skype quick. This is nuts. This is nuts because I'm just going to bring Toby on. Because what's going to happen on News Nation at 8 o'clock Saturday night, and we said it would happen this weekend. Well, we kind of know already what video is going to be shown on that show. Just buckle up. Like Lue Elizondo just said, buckle up, get ready. It's going to be a wild ride. Seriously. So, since Toby and I are in on this together, I am going to bring him on, and I'm only going to stay on for a few minutes because we're going to have a quick discussion on this. But I want to get the pop-outs because I want to see if anybody has any comments to this important situation that's developing. And then I'll get Toby on. And there's more than you realize. But, you know, we're not going to get ahead of, because we're not, like I said, it had to do with Ross Coulthart. We knew that. And that's why I was wondering, why didn't it happen on, and I said this earlier, why didn't it happen on News Nation? Well, that's why. And I knew it. I knew something else was coming up. And I said earlier, but there's something else coming. And it had to deal with Ross. And it's happening this weekend. And we already know. And that's what I was hinting. But I was shocked that I thought something was going to break on DT Jr.'s podcast, but no. He was alluding to certain things, but he's saving all the juicy details for the News Nation thing, which we will not get into too much specifics about that as well, because that's for Ross, News Nation exclusive. But we sure do know who is involved. Oh boy. Oh my God, somebody's sending a message. I can't focus on that right now. This is too intense what's going on right now. I gotta get Toby on with me. Now, forget about the drones. This is way above and beyond drones. What's coming? Oh, you remember what I said the other day? It's gonna be very scary, serious. This is scary, serious. And let me just bring Toby on. Because you'll get no, it's nothing like that. I told you earlier, hint, black site, something happening. Oh, let me just bring Toby on. But I need Rumble. But it was alluded to just now. And I was like, oh, Lee, is that? I was freaking out when I was watching. And kudos to Junior for doing this. Because he's definitely, and I said it earlier, this is setting it up for the administration with Trump. I'm telling you, they're in. Like Lue Elizondo is like saying, yeah, I know people to recommend. It's not that hard of a job. Lue is the perfect guy, and I have a feeling Lue's going to play a vital role in the administration. Remember what I said the other day? It's gonna be very scary. Let me just get Toby on, because this is just wild how this just broke out. And let me just bring Toby on. Because we knew about all this stuff already, but we couldn't say anything. But now let's get into a little bit more. I told you earlier, hint. Oh shit, I can hear myself. YouTube. It's gotta be YouTube. Oh no, it's Rumble. Because I was listening to the show with Donald Trump Jr. I need Rumble. Okay, it's Rumble. All right, let's get Toby on. Oh, how come? Oh, there we go. Come on, pick up.
Hello?
It's me.
Oh, I know it's you. It says your name when you call.
Dude, is it wild how everything is breaking the way we said it on the show on Monday?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm freaking out, dude. I know. And kudos to you. And it's crazy because we knew, you said it too. We said Ross Coulthart is involved in bringing some, but what I said earlier today, it's not related to what was supposed to happen by the weekend. And I was freaking out because I was like, is he going to do this on Donald Trump Jr.'s show? And then when he said, oh, you're going to have to tune in at 8 o'clock Saturday on News Nation. And because I said, why didn't this happen on News Nation? Now I know why. Because it's happening on Saturday on News Nation, like we said it would happen by the weekend.
Yep, they saved the video of an.
Oh wait, whoa! Are you sure you want to go there with this?
It says it in the article the News Nation released.
What does it say?
It says that they have exclusive footage of an alleged UFO crash retrieval.
But that's it?
Yeah, we're not going into the details of.
Yeah, we're not going into the details of that. But I'm telling you, folks, what they were saying, Ross was saying, this is not just your ordinary UFO crash retrieval video. It is.
Yeah, so apparently.
Don't get into details.
Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Skywatch is apparently the privately funded company that's doing this. They work in like geospatial data and satellite imagery. And that's the name that Ross mentioned today. So the company is Skywatch. You can go to skywatch.com. That's the company.
Okay. But we also know the individual, you know, it starts with an M.
Yes.
That's involved with this too. So
yeah,
and there's like we had a private discussion. Allegedly, another whistleblower next week.
Yeah, that is what we've been told. We do know and have confirmed that they have been set up with a legal representation, and this person is not, from what we're being told, the person that just came forward today.
Oh, no, it's not.
Completely different person.
Yes. Very interesting, because Ross kind of alluded to something. If people caught it, I'm not repeating it, but he kind of suggested something. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what Toby texted me. And I was freaking out. And it has to do with the video.
I mean, if
this is the video,
if it is the video we've been told about, this shit is about to hit the fan.
Hit the fan, big time, big time. People don't realize how serious this is. So
talking legal implications, all kinds of things.
Scary stuff.
Yeah, not.
This.
I would actually prefer that that's not the video we were told about, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I don't know. I hear you, dude. I hear you.
But
so
apparently whatever it is they're holding it has an up-close view of one of these NHI crafts that they retrieved. Whether the video is legit or not, I don't know.
Non-human intelligence.
Yeah, it's always good to keep a level head about these things.
Yep.
AI is making things harder to
Yep.
keep from knowing what's real and what's not. So
Yep. But
I know Ross apparently investigated these guys for 2 years, so he sounds confident that they're the real deal. So
Yep. And this is why now that Ross has come forward with the News Nation announcement, and he said it's on the News Nation site, we can comment on it now, Toby and I, because our show doesn't air till Monday. So we're telling you, this could be, if it is the video that we've privately discussed between us, this is going to be intense. Buckle up. Right, Toby?
on Bill, check. I got messages coming left and right.
I can only imagine after what just happened on Donald Trump Jr.'s show.
My phone's been going off nonstop.
And it was almost like Lue Elizondo was interviewing and auditioning for his new role in the administration.
I mean,
I think he's going
kind
to.
of all laid out there. They're on Trump Jr.'s show. I mean,
And Donald Trump Jr. is on this. He's on it, and he's got his father's ear. And you saw how Ross was pushing it. Please, let your dad know. Oh, he will let dad know. He will. So, I mean, he might get a who knows what kind of reaction from the president himself, in the capacity of the role as president. But I'm telling you, with Tim Burchett, and they mentioned that too, dude, the whole Burchett thing. I was like, with the pushback
right.
that Luna, the names we always talk about, that are trying to dig to get transparency. Mace, Ross brought that up, and it's so true. This is gonna get dude. This is gonna get freaking crazy interesting. Potentially.
Well, and it makes you wonder too. If you remember, we put out the report that someone in a position of need to know was shown one of these things in a hangar. And I always get the shapes backwards. It was either the sphere and a cube or cube and a sphere. I know I always say it wrong.
Yes, the
But
cube.
the one that Graves talks about.
Yes, the sphere in the cube.
Okay, thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, we know about that, and someone has made reference to that. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not doing the name thing.
No.
But we know.
I think it's give people a sense of what is being heard in the background. You don't name anybody, and then if something we say we're hearing is going to happens, well then, there you go.
Let's just say it's someone in the capacity that has a government role personally has allegedly seen the sphere in the cube in an underground facility. But that's as much as I'm going without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
But I was very general when I said that. So, like I said, Toby and I and we did it on the show on Monday. We were hinting, we were telling you it's about to hit. And now it's hitting. And we said by the weekend, and it's coming Saturday night. Dude, the timing is unbelievable how freaking on the money we were. Really?
Yeah, well, the first one came out in video 10 minutes after our show aired.
Yeah.
And then this is the big one that we've been hearing about.
Uh-huh. But
coming this weekend.
I'm not sharing that post that you sent me because that's getting ahead of it. That should be we have to wait, let that develop on Saturday night. I'm not
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get into any of that at this point.
Yeah. What's up,
but
Eric?
That all came from that group.
Yes. Who knows if it does, though?
If it does, then tinfoil hats will be in order.
Oh, my God. Dude, and our conversation with an individual the other night, the three of us, on that other thing, the Koyame, Oh boy. Oh boy. Things are
This
getting
year could get really spicy.
this. I'm telling you, this could get really interesting. And I love that Trump Jr. is very passionate, and he's part of this. He is part of this. He's very interested in this topic, the UAP transparency. You can tell he's definitely an integral part in this, and that's the president's son. So, you know what I mean? This is good. I'm telling you, we need to get Bassett on, because I'm sure Steven is aware of what the heck is going on. We need to get him on Saturday on Monday to talk, because Saturday is the News Nation thing. Get his feedback about this, and go over some of the other things, because he is convinced within the first 6 months. He told us actually, he's convinced that disclosure is going to happen within the first 6 months of Trump administration. He's convinced. So
Yeah, I think that'll actually be my next call after we're done talking.
I guess you should get him. Tell him, set it up. You set it up. You know what I'm talking about. Set it up, and ask him if he didn't see it, to send him the link from Rumble, so he could see what just happened on Triggered, Donald Trump Jr.'s show. He needs to see that if he hasn't. I posted it on my Facebook. I spread the word to my guys that have to do a show tomorrow night, because that's homework. You guys need to know what the heck is going on right now, so you can talk about this tomorrow on the show. That's homework.
Yeah, it's a very fluid situation.
It's a very fluid, and I gotta work Saturday night, but once I get the guys on the air, I'm gonna be tuning in. I gotta do it now. I gotta record that News Nation special, 8 o'clock Saturday night Eastern. I can't forget to record this. This is gonna, dude. If it is, and like you said, maybe it's not a good thing. It's the video that we think it could be, but if it is, oh my gosh, Toby, this is gonna be, people are gonna freak out. But you saw what Lou said? People can handle the truth. You know?
Yeah, I guess it depends on which version of the truth it is. I think they deserve to know. Yeah.
This is going. If it is, dude. I was like trembling when they were talking. I was like, because he was making like indirect references to stuff that you and I would pick up on, because we know what the heck is going on in the background. We're like, I was like, did he just say that? Because we had a conversation before this, and you know what I'm talking about, pertaining to that video.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that is the case, the specifics, details of that video that we know about, and you said there's multiple sources saying that this is out there. If this is real, America, strap up, get ready, because this could be a big one. Could be, allegedly. Not saying it is. We haven't seen it yet. We've heard about behind the scenes. We've heard, like Toby informed me. I was like, when Toby said that to me, I was like, oh my God, this is scary. This is serious, if true. And if this is that video, and they said, they what was the exact thing that News Nation put on the site that they said about the video?
It's an exclusive video of an alleged crash retrieval.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, that right there is like scary, because that is similar to, not even similar, it's almost exactly what's going on in the video, despite the details.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's freaky. Well, I know you're working, but I wanted to come on for a few minutes to let people know, if you're interested in this, you must. You must watch that News Nation special with Ross Coulthart on Saturday night, because this could be huge. And even Lou said it with Donald Trump Jr. He said, I already know some of what is going on. And he was like, you could see he knows it's something pretty significant. He knows. So get ready, folks. That's why I wanted to bring Toby on because he was the one that told me about this. And I was sworn not to say a word. I didn't make no reference. I didn't say nothing. And people hate that too. It's tough because this is how the information comes. And we're not told, we're told, do not go into specifics, do not go into details, don't bring up names, don't do anything. And people get frustrated because they say, oh, why you even mention it and tease it? Because we're telling you it's coming. Like everything we said on Monday is happening exactly the way we said it on the Marked by the Sky show. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
Everything. It's exactly what we said on the show. By weekend. And here it comes. This is the bigger one. We cannot go into details about the retrieval. Again, this is exclusive to Ross, to News Nation, and the individuals that are involved with this because he did the hard work. He did the boots on the ground research. He's the one that got this all together. For us, it would be, I don't even know what word, totally irresponsible to say anything about it ahead of what's happening. Right, Toby?
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's
Yes.
his story. It's his duty to put it out.
Yes. So keep me in the loop, dude, and try to contact Steve and make it so for us to have him on for Monday as a guest because I want to hear his take on all of this. Because this is going to be after the News Nation thing.
Right.
And I'm sure we'll all have our own little opinions. Not little. I mean, this an hour might not do it justice of everything that's coming out because there could be other stuff coming out too. At the same time.
There's whispers of next week.
I know, but the one that starts with the letter M, I mean, is that going to be connected to this News Nation thing or not? Or is that a separate thing?
It's the same. This is that group, but I don't know whether that person's going to be brought up or not.
That's what I mean. But that's what I mean. We don't know if that's going to be included in the News Nation thing. And that's a big deal in its, Ma, please leave. That's a big deal in itself, dude. You know?
Absolutely.
So you got the potential for 3 different things going on. The one that begins with the letter M, the Ross Coulthart thing, and then the other one next week. Because 2 already dropped. Well, kind of dropped. Today was more like a teaser setup for Saturday. You know what I mean? That's the way I seen it. It was more like a setup for Saturday. So
You get people interested.
yeah, and I'm super interested now because from what we know and how it all just rolled out, and it's exactly the stuff we were talking about, and it's happening in real time, and like this, dude, it's almost scary how it's coming out almost exactly in the timing we said it was gonna come out. It's all, if people go back to that episode, that show on Monday, Marked by the Sky, you could see it on YouTube on KGRA. If you go back to it, we get specific on like what's coming out when, giving like a little hint. It's exactly what we said. So, like Toby, I'll let you go because I know you got to work, and I'm gonna take a break and go cook, and I got to take the station and all kinds of stuff. But would you like to join me at 7:00 your time to come on with Robert Salas?
Yeah, call me. I'll be at the office.
I will call you. So thank you for coming on for a few minutes just to fill in a few of these gaps, because you were the one that told me about that video and some of the other things that are going on. And I'm like, holy. So great work on your part.
Thanks. You too. Things are about to get interesting, I think.
Very, very. And the timing is even great because it's right before Trump takes office.
Yep.
Holy.
I'm sure that was all planned.
I'm not saying it is, but it's one heck of a coincidence. Just saying.
True.
I'm just saying. Anyway, have a great one. I'll talk to you in a couple hours.
Okay, sounds good, Bill.
Later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Like I said, it's public domain now. It's okay to talk about stuff after. The people that do the hard work, like Ross Coulthart, it's for them to come forward, not for us to mention specific names and what they're working on. That is so irresponsible. But we can kind of tell you something big is coming. Pay attention. Kind of hint. Like the one with that starts with the letter M. This one is a little wild. That's more with the black site thing, but the video, if it is the video that we just referenced, this is gonna be wild. Because there is some serious stuff happening in that video. And I mean downright scary, serious stuff. That's the only way I could put it, and I've been saying it for a week. But I got the chills when Toby just told me on the News Nation site they're talking about an exclusive video about a crash retrieval. Because that ties in exactly the stuff. Because it's related to that. Could it be a coincidence? Yeah, it could be. But the way everything's been rolling out that we've heard, and everything that we've heard is happening. To a scary, I would say, precision and timing. Scary. Scary. And kudos to Donald Trump Jr. for doing what he's doing. I give him the utmost credit for getting this out to the public. So, good on Donald Trump Jr. doing this, because he's serious about it. And if he's serious about it, he's got his father's ear. Now, he'll tell him whatever he has to tell him. It's an adversary, like an advice. Oh, Donald Trump, DJ Jr. DJ, you got me saying DJ. DT Jr. just knocked it out of the park with Ross Coulthart and Lue Elizondo. Nailed it. Did a great interview, in my opinion. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why he just brought it about AI video or footage to try to determine if it's real or not. That's why he just brought it up. Toby, how do we know? But we'll find out Saturday night on News Nation with Ross Coulthart. I am definitely setting my DVR if I have to get off, because I got to get off in a few minutes because I got to do things. I am definitely setting my DVR as soon as I get off of here for Saturday night News Nation. I cannot miss this, because when I was watching this just now, triggered with Junior, I was freaking out because from what Toby and I know, and others, a few others, and how he was phrasing it and saying certain things, I was like, oh my God, he's referring to that. But the ordinary people that were viewing would not catch it because they don't know. But we do. And I was like, I called Toby. I was like, Toby, check, are you watching this? I was like all excited because it's exactly what was being told by sources. And I'm telling you, if this is the video. Oh, you didn't see it, Red Star? Oh my God, just go to Rumble and search Donald Trump Jr. and you'll find it. It just happened. It's he might still be on the air right now because he's talking about other stuff. I tuned in to watch that specifically and then jump on here and give my feedback. And I got Toby to come on just for a minute because he's working. Let me see, where is it? Okay. Right here. Why does it say starting soon? What the heck? Why does it say that? It already started. Is that link not working? I don't know, I'm having a problem with Rumble. I definitely gotta follow his channel. For some reason, well, just, I guess Rumble's having a glitch. But, what's up? Hold on. Right there. Check that out, Red Star. You need to watch that. I recommend watching that. This is, I'm telling you, this is Fast and Furious. Things are breaking like crazy in this UFO thing. It's almost scary. It's, okay, he's got the link. I think that's the same one, but I'll copy yours, Genghis. I don't know. Oh my God, that's crazy. Oh, what the heck is that? Is that a workable link? It is. It's the same link. It's still doing the same thing. But if you let it play, it starts. It goes. Just don't try to refresh it. There's an issue. Just let it play out. It works.
Wednesday edition. The whistleblower justified the secrecy. Apparently, President Eisenhower made an order that this would all be.
Oh, this was good stuff. This was good. And now Saturday night, News Nation is a must. That's what Ross is going to break out the news. Did they speak of high-flying assets? Not necessarily. He did talk about the drones for a brief period of time. So did Lue Elizondo. But this was more focused on the bureaucracy and the lies and everything that they're struggling to get the information out to public. Transparency. That's what this was basically about. And the billions, if not trillions of dollars that are missing funding. This was deep. You got to just watch this for yourself. But it also validated everything that Toby and I said on the show on Monday because we had it spot on, marked on the show, marked by the sky. Just go to KGRA on YouTube and just look at that episode. And we were spot on. And earlier today I said, wow, he's going to talk about this on Triggered with Junior. I was like, I'm surprised this isn't going on News Nation. And then when he said there's a special on News Nation on Saturday, I said, there it is. There it is. He let the cat out of the bag. And then supposedly there's going to be a video that's airing. I wish I could tell you what the specifics possibly could be in that video because I said it was downright scary serious. If it is the same video, the people are in, buckle up, get ready, strap in. Because if it's that video, this is serious. And he's building it up. So that means Junior knows. Elizondo knows. Of course, Ross knows. And there are other individuals I know. I'm sure Bryce Zabel knows. There's a select few that know exactly what's coming. And we are given information from sources, but we're not sure this is exactly what's going to be discussed. But if it has to do with this video, This one that we were discussing earlier in the week. Oh my gosh, this is going to be one heck of a ride at the next few weeks going into the administration. I'm telling you. And then there's another one, and I'll just say it. His name starts with an M. And then you'll know who I'm referring to when it comes out. That's all I'm saying. The name starts with the letter M. And this is more of a black site situation. We'll see. I can't talk about it because I don't know if it's in public domain yet. I'm very careful. Oh my God, what was that? Is that you? Hold on. I'm getting messages. And I got to get off any second because I got work to do. But I just wanted to come on to give you a quick follow-up. Now, tonight, in 2 hours, Toby and I Oh, you're working on some graphics, I see. I'll tell you one thing. The stuff that you showed me the other day, I am on TikTok right now. I'm going to be doing something in 2 hours. You might want to tune in at 9 Eastern, my time. Toby and I are going to have a quick discussion with Robert Salas, retired U.S. Air Force captain, who was at the Maelstrom base when the Minutemen missiles were shut down or malfunctioned. And he is willing to testify at a hearing. I'm just checking my messages. Because like Toby's getting messages, so am I. Oh boy. Yeah, exactly. It's almost like in the movie Independence Day when Jeff Goldblum's character's the father, I can't remember the actor's name, Judd Hirsch, says, "What you think? You think it costs $10,000 for a toilet seat? Well, that's pretty. That's a pretty good line. You think it costs whatever, like $10,000 for a hammer? Where's the money really going? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. I did call, but not I. Toby and I. It wasn't just me that called this. It was Toby and I together. And a lot of it was Toby. But I had heard stuff too. When we speak, that's like when I speak to anyone. It's like we share information. That's how it works. What do you know about this? I'll tell you what I know. That's how the discussions happen behind the scenes. You throw a little meat out, the other one then throws a little something. It goes back and forth, and you're feeling each other out. But Toby and I are not like that because we're good friends. But I recommend everyone set your DVR if you're interested in this whole thing with UFOs, UAPs. You got to watch this. Now maybe I'll be disappointed. I don't think so. On News Nation, Saturday 8 p.m. Eastern, Ross Coulthart exclusive with some whistleblowers, and allegedly they already have it on the News Nation site. Exclusive video. And as I mentioned, if it is the video that I had discussions about in detail, this is a big one. Potentially could be like, sit down. You're going to want to sit down when you see this one. Now, of course, people are going to say, is it real? Blah, blah, blah. We're going to go through all that. Is it PSYOP? Is it this? Is it that? Deep State putting this out there? Disinfo? All that. We'll go through all that when it happens. But I want to see if it's the video first. So, and Jade, you know. You know. And Jade goes, Bill, I'm deleting this immediately. It even made him, who's a veteran, like, I'm not getting involved in touching this stuff. Because it is serious. It's almost like, do I need to watch when I'm outside walking now? Because they think I know information? It's like it's even Toby said, I hope it's not the video we think it is. It's like, oh my gosh, that's like this other video I can't go into too many details, that is scary. It's almost on the same level, but even more serious than what this one is. And Toby goes, you know what? I'm glad, because I wouldn't even want to have possession of a video like that. I'd be scared to have something like that in my possession. It's like that. This is not a joke. This is serious stuff. And I'm just going to keep it at that because, again, the credit goes to the people that do the boots on the ground work. We're not going to be irresponsible. And Toby agrees 100%. And he's a journalist. I mean, he's a paid journalist. We're not going to be irresponsible and put stuff ahead out there. These people worked hard for years doing the work they do. It is for them to come out and discuss it, not for me a few days before and tell you. We can kind of give you a hint, like something's coming. And I said it's funny because earlier today I said either today or Friday, but that was the one thing, and then by the weekend, or maybe early next week, and boom, they both happen. I was like, oh my gosh, this is wild. And the one that happened on Monday, 10 minutes after Toby and I did the show about the Green Beret, because we brought up the Green Beret in the show. We didn't say more than that. We just said a Green Beret at a site. And it happened 10 minutes after the show was over. Jesse posts it on YouTube, and we're like, oh my gosh. The timing. And we were on the money. Now, like I said, let's see what the video is on Saturday. And number two, if Mr. M is brought up. So I'm only leave it like that. Mr. M. And we'll see. I don't know. Toby and I kind of think they will. Toby doesn't necessarily think they will because they don't want to put those things together. So that might be a separate thing. And then you've got what we knew about what Greer was doing, but we couldn't say anything until I looked it up. And I saw that he already made it public on Newsmax, that he's working with alleged whistleblowers, and because he always does, and he's coming forward with stuff. So that's that. So there's a lot going on right now behind the scenes. And that doesn't even count the potential of people that are going to appear at the next hearing. And you could see I'm excited about it. You could tell. This stuff normally does not excite me because it's the same old, same old. It is the same old, same old. Usually it's like there's nothing. There's a nothing burger. There's nothing to see here. But with all the stuff we're hearing in the background, and it's coming together, and believe it or not, the Trump administration. Oh my God. what's happening? I am live streaming, but I knew you were gonna call. Let's get this party started. Hold on.
Wait, I'm gonna send you the file right now on that website we use.
For what? For Soul?
Wanna- Yeah, are you ready to take the station?
Just
or
tell
do
me.
You want to take?
Just tell me what you got playing. Maybe I have it already.
It's on Whose Authority. It's one of her newer ones because she used to be a 2-hour show, you know.
Is this
And-
something she requested or not?
No, she didn't request.
Okay, so I'm bypassing that. Just drop the station, and I'm just gonna run it this one.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, and take it.
Got it.
Sweet, awesome, thank you, I appreciate it. Have fun on your stream tonight. I don't know who you have coming on, but
Oh, I got
sounds exciting.
Robert Salos, who's a retired Air Force captain. He's going to talk about what happened. Hold on, I just want to make sure I don't mess up. What happened at the Maelstrom base in '67 when he was the commanding officer when the Minuteman missiles were shut down with an alleged UFO hovering above it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he's willing to testify in Congress, to Congress.
Yeah, that's
If they
super
call
cool.
him in a hearing, he's willing to testify.
Well, very nice. I'm excited that you have someone fun coming on. That yeah, it sounds like some good information you guys will be talking about.
Eric and I, I'll talk to you on Monday. There's a little work we need to do concerning a certain platform and a transition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I will get more into detail with you with that on Monday.
Okay. Sounds
What
good.
time are you going in Monday? Do you have a pre-record with Mufan or no?
What day is that? I don't have a calendar.
20th?
Is it the 20th? I don't believe I do, so it'll be 1 p.m.
My time.
Yep.
Well, listen, it's good. You get a little night early off. Go home, enjoy.
I'm glad. I got early work tomorrow at my other job.
Oh,
so
okay. Okay. I get it. Well, listen, get home safe. Send my love, and I'll talk to you on Monday.
Awesome. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate you. Have a good week.
All right. Have a great one.
See you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Let me do my part now before I screw up. Because I got to set up the station, at least for a little while. But yeah, things are going. This is fast-paced moving. There's a lot of flowing parts. There's a lot going on. This is very fluid. It's like everything's just hitting the fan at once. And like Toby and I said, is it a coincidence? Right before the Trump administration? Is it like a coincidence, or is there a specific situation to do with timing? And to see Donald Trump Jr. Taking it so seriously and asking such great questions, well prepared, I respect. I'll tell you, he did a phenomenal job asking the right questions. Congress doesn't even ask questions that good. Seriously. I was like, he was impressive. I was very impressed by Donald Trump Jr. I was, on the questions he was asking and the follow-up. Very impressed. So kudos to Junior. I have to say that. And I'm sure he's going to keep everybody in the loop moving forward because it's all about transparency. What a better voice to have than he has his platform and can, not necessarily because he doesn't have an official capacity, a role in the administration, but he can still, because he's close to it, he can still make some critical commentary on the mechanisms being so close to the situation. Now, of course, there's classification, but he's going to be a great source of information. That's just my opinion. So moving forward, and I'm an independent. I'm a moderate. I'm a person in the middle. But I respect everyone, their opinions. I may not agree with them, but I respect them, regardless of where it's coming from. And then I'll reach my own conclusion whether I agree with them or not. I'm not just going to speak against someone because I'm going to stand on some party line. I want to hear what they have to say. And what I heard today from Junior was super impressive to me. That's just my take on it, my honest assessment. And I'm going to be tuning in a lot more to what he's doing. That's all. It's as simple as that. It's not complicated. He impressed me today. That was the first time I actually seen his show. And first impressions are important. And his first impression impressed me. Bottom line. Period. Drop mic. Mic drop. So, and it's like if I want to know, I should try to get him on one of our shows. Wouldn't that be interesting? But I am going to end this because I need to cook and eat. As soon as Mom does the dishes.
You said that for me to do the dishes?
Please do them. I gotta make food.
I'm gonna do them now, Billy.
My
To
gosh.
my sister.
To who?
To my sister.
Oh, I thought you said my sister. I was gonna say, why were you talking to my sister for?
So I'm gonna do the dishes now.
Because, yeah, I gotta cook, eat, and prepare. So remember, Robert Salas will be on at 9 o'clock Eastern to discuss his account. And he's already gone public. He is more than willing to testify at a UAP hearing in front of Congress. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much work I do? I need a break. She can handle a few dishes. There's not many there. It's like 2 dishes and a frying pan. If I want to be exact, there's not much there. I do them. Are you kidding? I do everything. But it's going to be an interesting, and Toby will be joining me when I bring Robert on in less than 2 hours now. And you won't see them, you'll just hear them. It's just easier that way when I'm using Streamlabs. Okay, here's what I was looking for. I gotta add a file. I just need to get this station set up till at least 1 o'clock in the morning where I have a safe little window. Okay. 3 more clicks. Maybe 4. I'll tell you, I'm excited. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Oh, I didn't have to double click. Now I'm good. Good till 1 o'clock in the morning. All right. So, Spiral Galaxy. I'll just do this before I get off. Give you a little background. I can give you a lot more background, but I'm not going to do it now. So this is Robert Salas' site, spiralgalaxy.org. He also is on YouTube. So if you want to go in there, that's Robert Salas. He decided since 1994, when I decided publicly to disclose my UFO incident, have dedicated myself to discovery and release of information about the UFO phenomenon. I will continue to share what I have found. He's got it up here, the Maelstrom files. And he's got all kinds of things you can download here. There, the Echo Flight Crew statements. You can get the PDF and see what they individually said. So he's got a lot of stuff, a lot of information pertaining to what happened at the base, where 10 Minutemen missiles shut down. Because a lot of these people, they don't want to come forward publicly, you know. So, you know, they make statements, but then they're not willing to go in front of a hearing. But he's got a lot of information here, so he'll be coming on tonight. Audio testimonies. And I also have this. Hold on. Which I cannot show all of it because I can't. But it'll give you a little idea. They sent him this. The Pentagon sent him this to show him what exactly the NDA entails. That's in here. That's what they sent him. Oh no. Mom, get your phone, please. Let me mute. All right. Oh my God, that was ridiculous. Then there's this. I'm trying to find it. Here it is. Which I cannot show you the whole screen. This is his actual Arrow on the record statement when he met with Arrow. Oh, come on. What's going on? I'm live streaming right now, so I don't want to talk to you, but I'll just say this. Did you speak to the individual that you said you were going to speak to? Have you spoken to him?
Dude, why are we going cryptic?
Because I'm live right now. It's open mic. I'm asking you. Without getting into details of names, did you ever call the person? You did?
No, I have not yet.
Okay.
I'm still dealing with a couple problems. Give me a buzz when you're off.
I'll call you tomorrow afternoon. Why?
Okay.
Is it like something that's time critical right now for tonight? Because I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff going on.
Tomorrow's great.
All right, I'll call you.
Later.
Bye. I hate being cryptic. But this is the interview that he did. He agreed to be interviewed by Arrow. I don't know if you could see that. This is the actual statement, the whole thing. Testimony. Let me see if I enable editing. I should be able to make it bigger. There we go. Oh, shit. We can't do that. We can't show that. I'm going to get in trouble. People are going to now go back and try to freeze the... There's not much there anyway. But you don't even know. You don't even know. It's scary stuff. But it doesn't show. Matter of fact, it doesn't show the attachments on that doc that he presented to Arrow at the hearing. As a matter of fact, there's nothing scary to show on that screen. Part 1, attachment 1. So, Mr. Salas provided an oral statement, attachment 1. This is attachment. This was his statement. And it goes into the details, specific details of what his statement, his personal statement on what occurred at the base. So there's nothing there that, and that's his actual testimony to Arrow. Right there, and there's a lot more. and I'm not showing the rest. But that's good that there's nothing there. So I'll just read this really quick. This goes into all the things that he presented. November 1996, Lieutenant Frederick Mywald, which he has an audio thing on his website with this, Missile Combat Crew Commander, and I, Lieutenant Robert Salas, Deputy Missile Combat Crew Commander, qualified as a two-man Minuteman I missile crew, assigned to the 490th Missile Squadron, 341, what is that little letter? I can't read that. Strategic Missile Wing, Maelstrom Air Force Base in Montana. We were responsible for a flight of 10 Minuteman I intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, while on duty. On March 24th, 1967, we were on duty at the Oscar Flight Launch Control Center, located approximately 100 miles to the east of Great Falls. The LCC was a highly secured area located approximately 60 feet underground. During our 24-hour tour of duty, we were isolated from the other personnel at the facility. What they do is they lock them in. They're locked in. They're isolated. They're locked in there. We usually had 4 to 6 security police personnel topside, above ground. They're down in the bunker. To secure the facility and respond to any security concerns. The Flight Security Officer, FSC, and NCO was in charge of security personnel. Our duties required that at least one of us was fully awake during our tour of duty. We alternated that responsibility during the evening hours. Sometime during the evening of March 24th, 1967, acting as command officer for Oscar Flight, so he was now, the other guy was probably sleeping, taking a nap, whatever. So he was now in charge because they took turns. I received a telephone call from the FSC topside, above. He reported that he and other guards were observing some lights in the darkened sky that were flying over the facility. He stated that they were making unusual controlled maneuvers, such as flying very fast, coming to a dead stop, then reversing course, and making 90-degree turns. Now, this is in 67. He stated there was no engine sound, they did not appear to have wings or control surfaces, and concluded that they were not normal aircraft. Since there had been recent news articles of UFOs in the Great Falls Tribune, I asked, half joking, "You mean like UFOs?" He then said, "I don't know, but I can't explain them." I was not particularly concerned about this report of lights in the sky and dismissed this call with a thank you. Let me know if something more significant happens with those lights. After a brief period after this call, I received a second call from the FSC, above. At the onset of this call, the FSC was very distressed. He was initially loud and incoherent. When I was able to calm him down, he stated there was a glowing red-orange object hovering above the front gate. He confirmed that there was an oval-shaped form with a light surrounding it, but it was difficult to define because of the brightness of the light. He said the light seemed to be pulsating. He and the guards had their rifles drawn and pointed at the object and wanted to know what they should do. I was at first stunned by this report, but I certainly found it credible. I told the FSC to take whatever action necessary to secure the facility. At this point, the FSC said one of the guards was injured and had to go and terminated the call. This is heavy. And he's going to be on in about 90 minutes with me and Toby. And there's more, but I don't know what's here, and I don't want to share anything on the screen that shouldn't be shown. Because this is his whole arrow. And then it has all the references of all the attachments that he submitted. Notes. And you might have heard this name in the news recently. Kevin Ryan. That's where they have to sign, date it. So when I say this is intense, there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh boy, is it. And everything's coming out like crazy. It's fast moving. It's very fluid, especially with the Trump administration coming Monday, the inauguration, and everything's coming out. Well, not everything. Something might happen after Monday. But is it coincidence? Donald Trump Jr. is in on it. Lue Elizondo's in on it. And Ross has their ear. Or ears. If you saw the interview, Ross says, can you please emphasize to your dad that, you know, because he asked, what should we do? What would you, if you were able to give us an idea what we should do? And Ross put it out there. He spoke freely. And I'm telling you, there's some interesting stuff coming. So, like I said earlier, and this is something Earl Grey says, buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get really interesting, potentially. Depends. Because sometimes things come out and it's like, But if it is what I think it is, this is going to be wild. So, yeah, she does need to be pampered, Bob. This is going to get, and we'll hear from Bob himself tonight in about 90 minutes. So I'm going to stop now. I'm going to set up a separate stream, and we're going to cut right to the chase. No, we're going to be very direct and just get Robert Salas's point out to us for everyone. His website is spiralgalaxy.org. He's got a YouTube channel. Just look up Robert Salas. And we're just going to go right into it. And I know he's probably said this so many times, he probably gets sick talking about this over and over again. But I really want people to understand what he experienced. And I think I have a picture of the command center that he provided. I'm not sharing my screen, so. I know I have it. Could this be? I don't think this is it. I gotta figure it out which one it is. No, it's not that one. Here we go. Let's see if it opens. This one. This is an image of the command center. Right here. Where he worked and the other officers worked. The Minutemen command center is right there. That's where he would be seated, right there. So can you imagine? Okay, oh my God, I got nervous for a second. So this should be really interesting. And we're going to get into it. What happened with Arrow? What happened? I'm going to ask him. What was your meeting like with Nancy Mace after the hearing? Because he met with her. Would you testify? Is there anybody else that was there that is willing to testify? And the issue with documents and evidence. Trying to get that to tie in to what happened there. Because that's the problem. So we're going to cover all that. And we're just going to get right to it. So that's going to happen in about 90 minutes. So I am now going to get off. Okay, I see what she did. Very good, Chanel, if you're watching. So I'm going to get off, prepare dinner, get ready, relax, before we bring Salas on at 9 Eastern. So to Bob, Miller, and also don't forget, Starship SpaceX is rescheduled for tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. And tonight, possibly at 1 a.m., it starts. The Blue Origin, the New Glenn, could launch tonight. Oh shit, I don't know about that, Mark. I got to talk to Mark D'Antonio now. Mark is also a key figure in this, in his way. When he was on that nuclear submarine, and he was right there, very close proximity to Sonar, the operator, when they picked up a fast mover on the sub. A USO. Our friend Mark D'Antonio. And I think he should come out, because that's going to put people on the spot. He's already come out publicly about it. But if I were him, when they have the next hearing, I would set it up where Mark D'Antonio is standing in front of in the Capitol and putting out a statement, well, you know what? Back in such and such, I was on a nuclear submarine, and sonar detected a fast mover. I don't know what exactly, if it was 100 or 200 knots it was moving. I would have to ask Mark, because I don't want to misquote. But he was on that sub, and right next to sonar, when the sonar told his CEO, I just picked something up on sonar, a fast mover. So we'll see. It's wild stuff, and I'm telling you, if this video on Saturday on News Nation at 8 p.m. Eastern with Ross Coulthart, if this is the video that I've been hearing about with Toby, and this is going to be one of those things where you're going to need to sit down, and the rest of the country and the rest of the world, if it's real, and if it's, because I don't think Ross is going to put something out there and his credibility's on the line. This could be huge. And right before Monday's inauguration. And there are others coming out in the next week to 2 weeks. And I will, like I said, I don't know if Mr. M is going to be on that show on Saturday. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say, Mr. M. And there's others. And again, Greer already announced he's got something going on. Dr. Greer. So it's coming from so many different sources and groups and individuals sitting down with whistleblowers like Jesse did. So it's coming from like different angles. It's like all just coming out. And I would normally not be excited about what's going on, but everything that we've been told so far is unfolding exactly the way these people said. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is wild. Because the information is credible and valid, the sources, because they've been spot on. So this is a TBD, to be continued, in 90 minutes with Robert Salas, and Toby Martinez will be joining me. And we'll have a discussion with Robert. So till then, everybody, have a great rest of your evening, morning, day, whatever it is. And I'll see some of you in 90 minutes. Till then,